Hello, hello.
All right. So,
So,
okay. So, how should we just jump right into it?
I know we have to welcome our loyal listeners back at least.
I can't believe this is happening.
Me
It's
neither.
been, what, 10 years? 15 years?
Yeah, I was gonna say 20. We started this when I was 7.
All right. So, I guess I'll introduce myself. My name is Danny,
And I'm
And-
Kyle.
and this is supposed to be called the Greasy Monkey Show for a specific reason that we're not going to get into right now.
I mean, if you guys are fans, you already know why.
Yeah. So we did a couple of these about 3 years ago, and it was loosely based around movies. And
Yes.
I don't know what the hell this is going to be. We're just kind of winging it right now.
This is gonna be a little bit like a mix of everything, I think. Kind of talking about movies, TV shows, even maybe even our just day-to-day happenings in our lives, funny stories we come across
'Cause
that
we
deal
live-
with.
We live so many interesting stories throughout our lives.
We do.
That doesn't make any sense, that sentence. But so yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's happened over the past 3 years since we last did this?
Jeez, a lot. Sam,
I was still in college. I was about to graduate.
yeah. I've moved a couple times. Let's see. Went
Same
from,
city though.
Yep, still in Tallahassee,
Tallahassee.
Florida. Still with my FSU stuff.
Yeah,
Let's
you're all
see.
decked out.
Yeah,
He's all
you guys
decked out
can't
in
see
FSU
it, but I
stuff.
have my FSU hoodie, sweats, and beanie on.
That's too much. Take one thing off.
Nah.
It's too much school spirit.
um,
So I moved back to Tampa after graduating.
right. And
Back
let's
from
see.
where we're from.
See, we still got jobs, so thankful for that with the coronavirus and everything.
Yeah, so
that's
that
the
was
biggest
the biggest thing that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's probably going to say that within the last 5 years. I mean, unless you're going to include like having a child or like getting married or something, that's probably what most people's biggest thing was the coronavirus.
I feel like that's the first point of conversation over the last year is like coronavirus and when you
Yeah.
talk to people.
Yeah, I mean it's just one of those things that everything that we talk about on this or that we would talk about or could talk about is essentially something that could be affected by the coronavirus in some way, shape, or form. So
Right.
I think that, yeah, like since that's the one big thing that connects everything that, I think anybody listening that, cares to listen
Well,
would be able
we're-
to relate to that point at least.
We're living through history right now
We are. I think about that sometimes. I'm like,
because first of all, the Greasy Monkey Show is back.
right, that's the biggest
That's
point
historic.
in history. Yeah. I mean,
Biggest point.
not the biggest point. It's a
Bigger
pretty
than
big
the
point.
invention of the wheel.
Yeah.
Sliced bread.
People are going to be learning this in history class, 30, 40 years down the road. And this is the Greasy Monkey era of history. So, no, but I was thinking about that, like, so it's been 100 years, give or take a couple years since the last, global pandemic.
Yeah, the flu pandemic.
Right. Yeah. And I was trying to think, there's a very small percentage of people that would have lived lived an entire life between those two times that wasn't impacted by one or the 1920s or this one. Like you would have had to have been born right after the 20s, but then died before this all started to have been able to been considered somebody that lived between the two pandemics that was not like lived a full life without being impacted by it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's
And
just
we were
kinda
so
strange.
unprepared for it. The
Yeah.
government, people in general.
Yeah. So
We've never had a precedent, I guess, except for that.
yeah. I was, sometimes you just think like, oh, well, how did this happen? You always think about, in terms of technology, you're like, all right, there's got to be an answer for this. It's 2020, 2019, whatever. Like, how is it that big of a deal or a big of a problem? And, it just shows that, the world has a lot left to be discovered and there's just a lot of stuff that we don't know.
Right. All right. Well, now that we got the COVID talk out of the way,
Yeah.
let's get down to business.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. So, what should we talk about first? We have movies. That's always our go-to.
Well, it is Christmas time, so
That's
I guess we
true.
could start with that.
So, go with just Christmas time in general, or Christmas movies.
Yeah, just Christmas, man. It's that time of the year.
It is. Got a year or a month to go. Just about. Just actually a little under.
I just feel like it doesn't feel like Christmas in Florida compared to up north with the
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah, I mean there's no snow, but I mean here in Tallahassee we've had a last cold couple last days here. Like this morning it was 27, I think I saw it was 27 degrees. So it's pretty cold, and then throughout the day I don't think it got any higher than 50.
Okay, so that happens for a week,
Yeah,
and you're
for a
back to
week.
the 60s and 70s.
For a week. Well, I wouldn't say 70s like next week, or actually this week it's supposed to jump back up into about like 60. Maybe it gets close to 70, but then it dips back down after this weekend. Right back into like, 50s or maybe upper 40s, but I mean, I love the cold weather.
Thanks, weatherman. I love the forecast.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it for a couple days, but like I said, it just doesn't feel as much as Christmas did in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like that.
I guess I mean that's with my whole Cincinnati thing. So for those of you who don't know, every year I go to Cincinnati for Christmas time. So that's if you don't know, that's in Ohio, which is significantly north from here. I mean, hey, some people
Which
don't
is
know.
in the U.S., by the way.
Yeah, which is also in the U.S. So
It's in the world.
yeah, they've also been impacted by COVID. Anyways, that's a huge part about what I enjoy, going to Cincinnati for is the weather. Just it being colder. Sometime, I mean, one time it snowed Christmas Eve, had a white Christmas morning, so that was kind of cool. But I'm there with you. It's definitely better to have the colder, consistent weather, something that see some snow.
I mean, I really
around.
don't hate it. Not a huge fan of snow anyway. It just doesn't feel much like Christmas.
Yeah.
Because after that, I always say this, it gets depressing because the winters up north go into January, February, March, April, May.
Yeah, I mean, I hear
never
that
ends.
too. It's basically not until you get to about like St. Patrick's Day when, you see a little bit more blue in your skies as opposed to the gray skies. That's what my dad always said. Like, that's what he doesn't miss about the North is just the gray skies. He likes that in
Your
Florida.
dad always has wise words. I
Yeah.
think he's the wisest man I know.
Probably. I'm going to tell him that you said that.
No, don't. Please
I'm
don't.
going to let him listen to this.
We still have our fantasy football rivalry.
That's right. Right now, he's got your number.
All right, anyway, Christmas. Christmas
yeah.
movies. So you're
Christmas
making us
movies.
watch The Grinch
Yes.
that I've seen a million times.
That's my favorite Christmas movie. I think the only reason it edges out Elf is for the nostalgia I have for it. I just have this memory, like as a kid, there would be at one of my grandparents' houses, they'd hold, what was it called? Noche Buena? Which was like that's what they call the Christmas Eve party that they'd throw. And I remember there's the first time I think we went to it, it was like at not necessarily their house. It was like an aunt and uncle's house, and they had this big TV, and they had the Grinch playing. And I just remember we watched that. Me and the other cousins that were there, we all just kind of watched that, and then we got these cool. All the kids would get Christmas gifts early on that night, and I remember one of mine was these spy goggles that you'd wear, or the spy glasses, and like you have like all these lights that could turn on and stuff like that, and that was just a really cool thing. So I always just think about that holiday and like how just as a kid kind of carefree it is, and then you have the movie there in the background. So that's why I think it's my favorite Christmas movie. Now if it had been any other movie, I don't know if it had the same effect. I just always liked the Grinch too, as like a character.
So one of our friends posted a question in our chat that said, what are the 3 Christmas movies you watch every year?
Mm-hmm.
And my answers, I guess, would be different than what my favorite would be, because I always watch The Christmas Story every year just because it's on TBS 24 hours.
Right.
And my family always used to put it on when we were opening presents on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's like my favorite all-time Christmas movie. I think it's a classic. But
Right. I guess maybe it's like if you had your choice, if you could only watch 3 Christmas movies a year, and it had to be the same every year, what would your 3 be?
Elf has to be in there.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you have to have the funny, Christmas, still Christmassy feel to it. I don't think. I mean, some Christmas movies get a little bit sadder or more serious at times. But I think Elf is kind of one of those, like, the whole family can watch it. You can watch it by yourself and still laugh.
My family used to watch the animated classic ones a lot, even the Grinch animated one, but like Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Right. Yeah. I used to watch like the claymation ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say
VHS, baby.
Yeah. I'd say my top 3 favorite are probably, we have the Grinch, the live action Jim Carrey Grinch, Elf, and then this is where we'll probably disagree, but Polar Express.
I just didn't watch it growing up. I don't have that nostalgia factor.
I don't know, like I had kind of said before, it just kind of like got that pure Christmas feel to it. You have like a little bit of an adventure to it. You snow everywhere. It's based around kids, and Santa Claus, and the overall message is just basically, kind of like one of those, like, if you believe you will receive, type of, like, you believe in the Christmas spirit, and that just contributes to the enjoyment of the Christmas season. Like how the kid can hear the bell still ringing at the end because he actually believes, and then even the sister couldn't hear it.
I think you should have picked that one instead of the Grinch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on Netflix or not.
Oh, that's true.
So, and I feel like that one, I don't know. I think the Grinch is just a fun one to watch. It's one that, even if you've seen it a ton, like, I've seen it so many times and I could still watch it again. I try to watch that one every year though. That's like one that I will go out of my way to watch. Elf, I try to, but I don't feel like I make as much of an effort to watch that one.
It's always on TV at some point. So
yeah.
End up watching it.
Okay, so what are your 3?
My 3?
Yeah.
Elf again. This is a weird answer. I put this in the chat.
Right.
My dad loves like really vulgar movies, so he would always have Bad Santa on while I was growing up, and that's a movie we watched every year, and he would just laugh through the whole thing.
Isn't that
and
Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that just reminds me of Christmas. Every time I see it. Of course, it's about Christmas, but
right.
I think it's pretty hilarious. And I don't know if I would put The Christmas Story in there. Like, I like It's a Wonderful Life too a lot.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's older.
Yeah.
But,
so yeah.
Trying to think what else would I put in there.
And ones that I might consider would be, maybe Home Alone. Depending on how much you want to consider it a Christmas movie, of Die Hard.
Die Hard. It is a Christmas movie.
But yeah, like the Home Alone 2. I would stop at 2 though. Like
Home Alone 3 was great. What are you talking about?
Home Alone 3 was enjoyable, but I don't think that's I guess
it was the best one in the whole series.
You think so?
That was the one with the RC car, right?
Yeah. And like the 4 criminal, like, terrorists or whoever were after the RC car for whatever reason, like had some type of chip in it.
Yeah, so we have this movie chat where I'll pick movies. How many people is in it? Like 8 or something?
I think we're at 7 right now. One of our
Can I just say something?
What?
There are too many chats going on right now.
Yes.
I'm getting so overwhelmed. I feel like I'm on my phone every single minute of the day.
Yeah, it's not even, for me, it's not even being on my phone. It's just keeping up with every single one that you have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 with multiple people, right? Or do we have more than that now? We have the music one, the movie one. No, we have 4. We have the music, the movie. We play the game Among Us, and then we have our original little quad.
And I'm in other ones too, not just you guys.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, so you've
I'm
been
in like
more than me.
6 or 7 chats.
That's too much.
It is.
I mean, I'm already feeling a little overwhelmed with the 4, just because
I got overwhelmed with 1.
Yeah. Well, it's quite a bit. I mean, it keeps you connected, but I think that the four that I have
No,
just have
yeah.
too much overlap, in that we could probably consolidate three of them into one.
Yeah, we should probably bring that up because it's getting too all over the place.
Yeah, between the movie one, now we have the music one. I mean, granted, the people that are in the movie one don't want to listen about the music one, just because there's like two or three that didn't join the music one. Whatever.
Oh, boo-hoo.
So.
Put it in one chat. Yeah, and then we've been playing Among Us a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I mean, I'd be surprised if you haven't, but it's a little, the co-op slash mystery game, kind of like a.
It's just really easy to bring a lot of people together and play like on your phone.
Yeah, it's a simple game, and there's nothing too complex about it, and it's something that isn't even serious. You can make it serious if you want. You can, play as hardcore as you want to go, but for the most part, we just like messing around and.
I'm by far
joking
the
about
best
everything.
imposter.
Oh yeah, you think so? Well, one of our
No
friends
one can catch me.
One of our friends is keeping stats on it now, so we'll see who is the best imposter.
Definitely.
So I mean, granted, I mean, whenever I play, I'm getting tired of playing with the group because whenever it's just one imposter, I never get it. I think were you there?
Oh, that's true. And when you have a big group, and then you have one person that gets it like 3 times in a row.
At least, I mean, I was looking at it. We played 24 rounds. I had 24 rounds straight of being a crewmate, and I think that went up closer to 30 by the time I got to play as an imposter. So that's the only downside to it. I wish that there was a little bit better of a choosing of who the imposter was each time. And
how would you make that any better?
I feel like there's just some way that you have your own little lobby of X amount of people, and I'm not into all that super tech stuff, but the programming, but the fact that yeah, but like the fact that the same person can be it 3 times in a row, like then get skipped 2 rounds and go back to another 3 or 4 in a row, like that can't just be wishful thinking to have it go any other way. It just seems like they don't have the best randomizer, whatever type of terminology you want to use for that, to choose who the next imposter is going to be. Because I mean, like I said, I went 24 rounds minimum at one point.
24 rounds.
Yes,
you should write a strongly worded letter to the developers.
Well, I mean, there was a solid 2 straight nights that we played, and I didn't get to be the imposter even once. Because we play I'd say we play about 10 rounds a night on average.
Something like that, yeah.
So
it's like an hour and a half. Something.
Yeah. So you string a couple of those nights together, and you're like, all right, this is kind of getting boring, just doing the same stuff over and over as a regular crewmate, which just does random tasks and tries not to get killed, and then tries to figure out who is the killer, which is the imposter. But yeah, that's
a lot of fun. Half of it is just hanging out and talking crap with people.
Yeah, I mean that's why I don't dislike playing after all that, because I still get to get to talk with everybody, mess around and all that. So
I agree. What else is going on?
Let me see. I don't remember what we had. What we had talked about. We got a little bit of a dead space here.
I could always edit this out.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up our chat we had.
You didn't write this down. Come on.
I didn't. I got.
I knew this was there was going to be a hang up at some point because we're going into this blind.
Kind of blind, but I mean, we've done pretty good so far with.
No, it was terrible. This is the worst podcast I've ever done. I've only done like 3.
Let's see. So I said we could talk movies, which we already talked Christmas movies. I said I've seen Tenet in theaters twice. That's the only thing.
You saw Tenet twice?
I did. So here we'll
What?
talk about
Okay.
that next. So
No spoilers, man. I haven't seen
I won't talk anything about the movie specifics. So since the pandemic, there hasn't, as everybody probably knows, that there hasn't been many movies released in theaters. There's been a couple. I've only seen Tenet though, the big Christopher Nolan blockbuster about just you have to kind of, it's hard to explain it even if
It's not time
after
travel.
seeing
It's
it.
inversion or something.
Yeah, it's inversion. That's what it's called, inversion. That it's not time travel, but it's not time travel. If that makes sense.
No, that makes no sense.
So that it's a fun movie to watch. I don't know if I know, were you one of the ones that kind of thinks that Inception is overhyped?
I don't think it's the greatest movie ever. I like it.
Okay. I think if you like Inception, you would definitely like Tenet. It's definitely got that same complexity behind it, though. You have to pay attention. At least that's what I felt. If you miss one point, or you miss something that somebody says, it's tough to catch back up. I mean, it's not impossible to catch back up, but it just, you feel like you're playing catch up from that point on.
Do you feel like you enjoyed it more the second time?
Slightly, in that I was able to keep track of where everything was a little bit better. The first time was still great because I like the thing of that feeling of not necessarily knowing where the movie's going. Not knowing the mechanics of everything and kind of learning as you watch. There's a huge learning curve on it though. The first viewing through, I found myself thinking like, what the heck? Like, how am I supposed to know where this goes and this goes? And then by the end, you don't feel like you're overly confused about it all, but you do definitely feel like you could rewatch it and either catch something that you missed or learn more about what the movie was actually about on the second or third time through.
Right.
So
I like finding deeper things the second time going around, but I don't know if it's good when you necessarily have to watch it a second time to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
because great movies to me are rewatchable, but they don't have to be complex to where you need to rewatch it.
Right. I think that this one's definitely rewatchable. I think, like I said, you could rewatch it the first few times, still trying to figure everything out, and then even if you look past all that, it's still an enjoyable plot. I think the acting's pretty solid and everything. It's just it's got its action, it's got its suspense, it's got the mind-bending aspect to it.
It's got romance, it's got drama, it's got everything you could ever ask for.
Yeah, everything. It's a rom-com, actually.
With time travel.
Huh?
With time travel.
What's time travel?
No, I'm saying it's a rom-com with time travel.
Oh, what's time travel?
Yeah, what's time travel?
Me.
Please tell me what time travel is.
This is the first time that we've misheard each other. What's time travel?
I expect many miscommunications to happen.
Oh, that's when we're at our best, though. That's when we get the most laughs.
Oh, no doubt. I feel we haven't had any technical difficulties yet, so.
We haven't.
Surprisingly.
For a second there, you were a little cut off, and I think it was just the Facebook Messenger.
So that won't matter because we'll have the recordings.
Right, but other than that, though, it's been smooth.
What I'm not going to miss, or what I'm not going to... What am I trying to say here? I don't even know.
What you're not gonna...
What I didn't miss about doing these podcasts was editing them and listening to the same conversation we just had to make sure there was no audio mess ups.
Right.
So plus I just hate hearing my voice too. So just listening to that again.
I never like the sound of my voice. I never do. I always think I sound weird. But I'm pretty sure that's a universal thing. I don't know if... I mean, maybe people on radio get used to it if they have to, listen to themselves back. But at least from just a casual listener of my own voice, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, that's why I don't like being in front of the camera. I like editing not stuff by me. Like when we did your unboxing, that was the funnest thing to me.
Because you don't have to rewatch your own self do everything.
I know. You gave me so much material to work with. The uncut video was so funny to me anyway.
How many times can I say without further ado?
At least twice.
At least.
Yeah. Oh, we could talk about how you've been doing that thing in the Snapchat group.
Oh yeah. So, so we have basically the same people that are with us in our movie and our music picks chat on Facebook chats. We have a Snapchat
How
chat
did this
with
start?
us.
Okay, so me and you just back and forth, just bored. We'll just
Yeah,
say
I'm
fuck
pretty
you
sure.
and like flip each other off.
Yeah, we just say fuck you, and then one time you, I think, did several fuck you, and like every time you say it, you flash or you
Yeah,
thrust a middle finger at the camera, and that was just hilarious to me.
it made me laugh too. I couldn't even keep a straight face while I'm doing it.
So now
What usually happens is our things get more and more absurd, and so you added this dance over it.
yeah,
And you sent it to the group. So you start out with a song that's on Snapchat. I wish they could see the video of you doing it. Maybe I can put one of them up.
Yeah.
But you've been doing the same dance over it, and then at the very end, wait, you usually put a reminder or something in the text too.
Yes, I usually go. I'll say it's fill in the blank. So it's it's Monday, first day of the week. You know what that means. And then I'll just make up some random like semi-inspirational or semi welcoming greeting type thing that makes it seem all warm and welcome, and then do the little dance to whatever song I feel that fits, and then at the very end, not even plan at the end, I'll just throw in at one point to end the video the fuck you with the middle finger being thrown right at the camera. Now the kicker is though, you can't hear me say fuck you. It's just you can lip read it. You can read my lips on it, but the reason you can't hear is because we have the Snapchat audio from the music playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I just dance to whatever, and I can hear the music while I'm recording, so I know like at what point I want to start doing the flip offs, because I'll listen to this.
You have this down to a science now.
I do. I listen to the audio, and I'll be like, all right, I have this 10 seconds, at least if I'm just gonna keep it just the one little snap. I have this 10 seconds, and I have to wait for like a cue in the music that will make me turn into the flip off character. So I do. I think it out, and I'm like, all right, this is how I'm gonna do it, and then I send it. And the first time you kind of dared me. You kind of said, "Oh, you."
I thought it was always funny. I thought it was hilarious.
And I think that it's growing on some of the people in the chat. I don't think other people care for it all that much.
I didn't even care.
But I think it's funny.
I just thought it was funny. Yeah. Then you got a bit creative on a couple of them.
Yeah, brushed my teeth the day after Thanksgiving. Brushed my teeth and then spit into the sink and then came back up doing the flip offs.
I did one today where it was the Jay-Z and Kanye West song.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually just like yelled, "Fuck you, dude," over it.
That made me. I had to stifle my laughter at work because I saw it at work, and oh my gosh, I thought it was so good.
I have to keep you on your toes, man.
You do, because the way you did it, you're like, "Fuck you, dude." You said it. You said it like like almost like a surfer bro. Fuck you, dude.
I don't know what made me want to listen to that song either.
I don't either. I was like, oh, maybe he's just. I wasn't surprised that you did it. I was surprised at the fact that you said it out loud.
I mean, I'm working at home right now, so I can say it.
Right.
Imagine you doing that at work.
Oh my gosh, I just spit out some of my drink. If I did that at work, oh my gosh. It'd be terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I had a guy that got fired from my office. He would just talk on his phone. I mean, he was just a bad recruiter. He would talk on his phone while he was talking to candidates, and he would start voicemail saying, "Hey, what's up, yo and yo," whatever the guy's name was.
What?
He was so bad on the phone, but it reminds me of something he would do. But he's like on Snapchat saying, "Fuck you, dude."
Oh, if somebody worked like that, that'd be so entertaining to me. Just not so much that I'd be like supporting their work. I think just being entertained by the ridiculousness of it. Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
my
so
friend
funny.
that sits over there had to listen to all of it, and he would message me, and I would be laughing at my desk, but he hated it. He had to like work at the same time as that's going on.
Can you imagine leaving a voicemail and that's in the background, like from your coworker going, "Oh, fuck you,
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, that's too funny.
Just into any office environment, somebody saying "fuck you, dude," like really loud. It's funny to me.
Oh, I'm so sorry to the people that are listening to our podcast right now that are like, "Oh, I thought this was a clean show.
Oh yeah,
This is
definitely.
a clean
Hey,
podcast."
did we make it past the first minute without swearing?
Oh, we made it significantly
Oh,
into the thing.
sweet.
Yeah.
We're rich.
we're fine. Motherfucker.
Okay.
Just drop it
Out of
all.
nowhere.
Yeah.
I messaged you and I was like, okay, we can't come out guns blazing. Just
No.
fuck you. Just fuck that.
No, like if we share this on any type of social media, like I have relatives that might listen to this. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I swear I'm a good kid, good guy, you know.
Good kid. What are you, like 50 now?
Yeah,
I'm not a kid
oh,
anymore.
close. I'm like 47. Minus 20, so 27. So I'm still kind of a kid at heart.
Yeah, we're all kids at heart.
Yeah, right. Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, dude.
You do it so much better.
I wasn't even trying to be a stoner. I was just half asleep. I just woke up.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I guess we'll leave the audience to laugh at that enough right there. Whatever
No,
audience
fuck
you
you,
might
dude.
have.
I'm not leaving this joke alone.
Wow. Make that into our slogan for the show.
What time are we at? Oh, getting pretty far here.
What are we at?
Like 10 hours.
Wow, only? Oh, we're at
Time
30.
flies when you're
What
having
is it?
fun.
32 minutes? Okay.
Well, I checked earlier when we were talking about the Christmas movies, and it was only 20 minutes in, or like 15. I was like, oh my god, this is going slow.
Right. So it looks like we're probably close to 30 minutes if you take out that lull that we had. So.
Oh, that's staying in now.
That's staying in?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So eventually I want to get some stuff we can watch or something. Like,
yeah, if we get
some
enough
videos.
people to. Yeah, if we get enough people that'll listen to us, maybe like, we send out a little like weekly thing. We say, hey, give us some suggestions on what to watch or what you guys want us to talk about, and then that way we can talk about the following
right.
episode. So I thought that might be a cool thing to
Did
do.
Did we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
Let me see here. If we wanted to talk about any of the movies that were delayed to coronavirus, which ones that we might be looking forward to most coming out. Because there's been quite a few that like big blockbuster films that have.
You tell me about it. I haven't
delayed
even been
indefinitely.
keeping up with it.
I mean, I was just thinking about like you had James Bond being the first one. That was last April, dude. That was supposed to come out in April. It's like
the
crazy.
new James Bond. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
that was the first one. That's, like 8 months ago. That's insane to me. So you had that. I know you don't care about this one, but Fast and Furious was.
I don't care.
One.
Skip.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Pass.
There was like you get what was the Marvel one? Black Widow.
Yeah,
Widow.
that was supposed to come out like a year ago. I felt like.
Yeah, it felt like It's supposed to be May, and then it got bumped back I think to October, and then now it's been bumped back to next year. There was also the new Wonder Woman. That was.
I actually
bumped.
want to see that. I like the first one.
Yeah.
It's coming out on HBO. I just canceled HBO though.
Oh really? Wait, the movie's going straight to HBO?
Yeah, on Christmas.
No way.
Yeah.
So they're not doing a theatrical thing?
They are. I think it's gonna come out before that, but they're releasing it on HBO Max on Christmas.
Oh, cool. Okay. There was also what was the Quiet movie?
Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place 2. That one was supposed to be out in March. So that one's even. I guess that one wasn't postponed until after the domino effect was kind of started by the James Bond movie being pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those off the top of my head, without looking at a list, those are the ones that come to my mind about ones that I've been waiting for, that I've been hoping would, kind of come out this year. But yeah. Oh, here's another question for you. I don't know if I was talking to you about this before or not. What do you think? Like, is there even going to be a Oscars this year?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't think that there's been enough released.
I think maybe not. I have
Like,
not been keeping up with the news, so.
Right. So I mean, I'm just thinking to myself, there's not enough theatrical releases to fill up every category at a fair,
There's been
a fair
some like
amount.
Netflix movies that have been coming out. I feel have been trying to be Oscar bait.
Right. But I don't know. I won't be surprised if this is just one of those years where, looking back years down the road, we look back and we're like, oh yeah, there wasn't one for 2020.
Right.
It was just skipped. It just went from 2019 to hopefully 2021.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, granted, I won't be surprised if this happens, but that'll be just wild if things don't pick back up in 2021 at some point. But I mean, who knows?
Right.
Stranger things have been happening. So.
Hey, did you hear about that thing in Utah where the monolith just showed up at it?
I heard about it, but I'm not even sure. Was monolith just like this big cylinder type thing?
Yeah, I just take it from 2001: A Space Odyssey, where the black one. So I think the people were comparing it to that, but apparently it just disappeared.
Yeah, that's kind of fishy to me. Like, I don't know. Do you think that that's kind of like hey, nothing's going on other than coronavirus, so let's make 2020 a little weirder if we can by just making this thing show up and then also disappear suddenly? Or do you think?
And then a new one just popped up in Romania.
Oh, no way.
So I think somebody's just copycatting or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's
but
kind of a conspiracy, but
99% sure it's aliens.
Oh, we're getting another call. I didn't hear what you said, but and then it cut out.
I was just saying I'm 99% sure it's aliens.
Oh, 99% sure.
Because the former manager of the DoD Aerospace Threat Program just said UFOs are real. We already knew that, I guess, I don't know, the military or the Navy released videos and stuff. But is there a connection between the monoliths and the UFOs?
Dude, there's no way.
You're completely skeptical.
I'm
Come on,
completely
man.
skeptical.
You gotta
I
believe.
don't even buy the UFO stuff. No way.
You don't believe?
Hey,
have you seen the videos?
No.
You
I
should
still
watch
don't believe it.
It's
I
crazy.
mean, maybe. All right. But in today's day and age, with how easy it is to doctor footage and stuff like that, I mean,
But the military confirmed it, though.
All right.
They're not saying it's aliens. They're saying they don't know what it is, but they saw it.
Okay, they saw it. They're the source of the video.
The military?
Yeah. So they took the video.
Yeah.
Released it.
Yes.
So they didn't just come across this video out of nowhere.
No. Look it up.
I don't know, dude. I'll eat my words if I'm wrong.
Look it up. There's a couple of them.
I don't know.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's important to discuss?
No, I think it's very important to discuss it. Bringing this.
All right,
up.
I think we have to explain where that came from a little bit. The importance.
I don't even know where.
We were watching the Oscars, and was it either Javier Bardem or Benicio del Toro?
That's right.
Was presenting.
And I called them by the wrong one. Because they were both there. And I don't know if they were both up for an award or they were both presenting. And I called one the one name and
just saw
one the other.
Sicario or something like that.
Yes, it was. We had just seen Sicario with Benicio del Toro. And then Javier Bardem was on, and I said, "Oh,
I can see the headlines now. Kyle, racist?
Yeah, question mark. Listen to podcast to find out. Spread the news, everybody.
Anyways, I don't know
That's how we're gonna get our views.
How did they come to the? I think it's important to discuss this issue that we shouldn't do anything about. It's like I think we're just making fun of people that just talk shit and they have no plan of how to fix things.
I think so. That sounds about what we would probably do.
It's like it's very
And then
important, but I don't think we should do anything.
and then I remember I
Just
started. But was it
talk about
before then? I think it was before then, wasn't it? Because what were the people's names that messed up the ward that year? And I was like, oh, remember like Faye whatever. Faye Donaway or something.
Faye Dunaway, and was it Warren Beatty too?
Yes. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, they have like a forbidden child, and it's nothing to really talk about, but it's important to discuss.
What? They have
You
a
don't remember
forbidden-
that?
I kind of do remember that. That's ridiculous.
That really is like they didn't know about it, and then like one of them was denying it, but it's all revealed while they're on stage. Like also so and so, we're your parents, but you're a forbidden child or something like. I don't remember what the whole thing was. I had a note in my phone though where I would make up these like fake headlines to where I would make a joke to you the next time I saw you.
Oh
And
yeah,
that was one of them.
we were gonna
I
do
wonder if
videos where I used to do YouTube videos. I was gonna have you come on, and I was like, this is Kyle's segment. It's issues to discuss. And
Yes.
you'd start the same things over and over again.
See, I'm trying to think. Do I have this saved?
No way.
I might though. I might have it. Just a second. I might have it on my phone. Yes, I do. All right, so it says unborn child of Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty. And then I have one of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie stealing kids. I have just the name Jennifer Lawrence written down. I don't know what it is. It just says Jennifer Lawrence.
It's very
And then-
important to discuss.
And then it says Ellen thought she was hosting the Grammys and calling it the Grammys, but it was probably the Oscars.
What?
I don't know. And then it says Benicio del Toro and Javier Bardem. We know that whole story.
Yeah.
And then this is the thing that you did is that it was kind of like it is a part where people were a little like ticked off about how all the award winners or award nominees weren't people of color. And
Oh, yeah.
you did that thing where it's like hashtag Oscars so gold because the
remember.
trophy's gold.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now, yeah.
Trophies or Oscars so gold. So, yeah, I have this all 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I wish I knew what the Jennifer Lawrence thing was.
I can't remember.
Was it her tripping
thought-
up the stairs? Like,
I just find
years
it
ago?
funny that you would be like, "Oh, it's very important to discuss Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence."
It's very
Just in
important to
general.
discuss her. I don't think
I don't
anything
think we
should be
should-
done
yeah,
about
no,
it.
about it, yeah.
We just need to discuss it. All right. Oh man, that was one of the funniest things that you would laugh at.
But it was all like celebrity focused. It wasn't anything like activist.
No. Yeah.
I would
it was
think about
just
somebody
talking
would be
points.
talking. You know what it makes me think of like Leonardo DiCaprio being like, "Oh, we need to talk about climate change," and not like doing anything about it.
Yes.
But you're just gossiping about celebrities. They're unborn children and they're stealing children.
Can you imagine if I won an Oscar and I went up and instead of talking about climate change and stuff, I'm like, all right, everybody, so Jennifer Lawrence, this needs to be discussed. Or, hey guys, Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty, they have an unborn child. This is a very important issue that we need to discuss. We don't need to do anything about it. We just need to gossip about it, guys. Come on. Talk about it amongst yourselves. Spread some rumors. Get out there.
The way you introduced the Jennifer Lawrence one, it sounds like you're about to make a joke. You're going to be like, Jennifer Lawrence, what's up with her? What's her
Airline
deal?
food, what's up with that? Yeah, what's her deal? You really?
I don't know what the Jennifer Lawrence one was about.
The only thing I could think of is her falling up the stairs, but I thought that was even before that year.
It's
remember that
important
she
to
tripped?
discuss that.
Yeah, remember she tripped? Wait, did she trip going up? Yes, she did.
Was that
she
at the
did.
Oscars? Yeah.
It was the Oscars that she tripped up. I don't know if it was that year.
But
It
what
has
could you
to be
what
it
could you
was.
do about that if you wanted to do anything about it?
I feel like just talk about it. Like
No, I'm just saying what. Yeah, you would just talk about it, but you're saying I don't want to do anything about it. There's nothing you
Right, I
can
just wanna
do
talk
about it.
Yeah, I just want to talk about this already very publicized event that people made gifs out of and memes and everything like that. It's
You're just like this weird gossip.
yeah. Hey,
columnist.
don't forget. Let's not let Jennifer Lawrence escape her
You're
embarrassment.
like the basement shut-in version of TMZ. The weirdo version.
Yeah, I just bring up this random talking point that also makes up very fake headlines. Like,
You're like a conspiracy theorist for
yeah,
celebrities.
yeah. Like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie not adopting kids, stealing them. They steal the kids, and I just make this crazy accusation on them and expect people to believe it.
I would believe you.
Oh, well, there you go. I have one. I think that's all I need. Have my one follower. We could.
You would be satisfied with one follower?
No, I mean I wouldn't be satisfied, but I'd be making some.
You would be satisfied until
headway.
Everybody knew, and that nobody did anything about it, but everybody discussed it.
As long
as
enough people were discussing the topics I brought up.
Hashtag important to discuss, but don't do anything about it.
Right. Even if they're not even believing it, they're just saying, let's discuss how ridiculous this sounds. I'll be satisfied because at least they're discussing it.
I'm glad we brought that up.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if we'll have any type of Oscar stuff this year.
That sucks.
I doubt it. I know it does. I always look forward to that because we always. So for those of you who watch the Oscars, everybody obviously knows that there's a I think probably close to 30 categories
Something
that they present. But we always do a prop bet sheet, so where we not even prop bets. It's just we just make our choices for every single category. Who's gonna win what? This is not only like best movie, or best actor, best actress, whatever it is. It goes all the way down to like best makeup, best sound mixing, all that type of stuff. Well, we usually just do a friendly bet on whoever wins gets something, or whoever loses has to do something embarrassing. It used to be while we were in school that the loser had to buy a round of bowling at the FSU bowling center. They had to buy that round for everybody if they lost.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was as long as you didn't come in last, and we do the same things for like Super Bowl and whatever other type of big events there are. So that's why it's always enjoyable for me.
Fascinating
go
stuff.
on and yeah. So.
But no, I just missed watching it, and then we would always make up stupid shit about it.
Yeah. I mean, we always make it something to laugh at. Plus, I mean, like some of the celebrities.
Well, even we do it at the Super Bowl with the prop bets is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool too. I don't even know do we even play for anything anymore? I'm trying to remember. Now that we're all in separate cities.
No.
I think we just do it just for bragging rights.
Right.
So.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about before we end the first podcast? Back in 3 years, the Greasy Monkey Show.
Greasy Monkey Show. No, I don't have anything else other than R.I.P. to the original Greasy Monkey establishment. No more. It's now a total boat in care or something like that.
Really?
That's what it's
called.
Total
yeah.
Boat something.
So what you said it used to be spelled wrong though. It was Monkie.
It was something like that. Yeah. It was like Greasy was spelled right, but I'm pretty sure it said Monkie. And I'm like, you only use that. I don't even know. Do you use that for plural monkeys? I think you do. I think Monkies.
Yeah.
Would be monkeys in plural, but it just ended at the IE.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? It's either that or maybe was it Greasy Monkeys, like Monkeys. Either way, it was wrong. I just thought it was funny, and I pointed it out the one time we were in the car together.
Yep.
So
Look at this headline. Mama and baby bear shot to death aboard Russian nuclear submarine.
What? There's no way that's real.
And then it has a picture of just two bears in some pond somewhere. Two brown bears in Russia.
Pond? A nuclear submarine in a pond. Going places.
So in this shocking video shared on social media, crew members aboard the sub watch as the two bears swim up from the adjacent bay and climb aboard the vessel's deck. Could you imagine? First of all, you're on a submarine already, and then bears swim up to you.
Uh-huh.
And they're gonna attack you and you just shoot them.
They're swimming up to attack you.
First of all, it's a cub and the mom, both swimming up furiously to attack.
Oh my gosh. The cub, she's training the cub. She's teaching it.
Man, things are crazy in Russia.
You know, that's, yeah. Wonder what it'd be. There's just another, it's just another day in the life.
I mean, I don't think this is as important to discuss. And
No.
definitely shouldn't do anything about it. But
But hey, you know, at least make it a discuss thing. Maybe.
yeah, just if anybody's out there listening, just talk about it a little bit. I don't think it's important.
Talk about, maybe discuss what you would do.
The
if you
Russian
saw-
the Russian killer bears
Yeah, if you
climbing
were on
aboard
board
a
a
nuclear
Russian
submarine.
Yeah, if you were on board a nuclear submarine and you saw two bears swimming towards you. I don't know if the submarine's underwater, or if it's, you know, up above water,
There's no way
whatever.
it was underwater.
It's
trying to
underwater.
attack it like a mega shark or something.
Yeah. What would you do if you saw a ferocious mother bear and a baby bear choosing to attack you while you were on a submarine?
Please
Just
tell us
discuss
in the
it.
comments below. Would you shoot it?
Would you?
Would you jump off and try to swim away?
That'd be a brave, bold move, because those things are swimming after you already. They think they can take on a submarine.
Do you think you could outswim a bear?
No way.
Because they probably like dog paddle, don't they?
I guess.
They do
probably,
a good
actually.
free. They do a good free stroke in butterfly.
Yeah. Put it this way. I mean, I'm a decent swimmer, but I do not want to be put in a situation where I have to because if you're not, the first strike of that bear's claws, you're dead.
Yeah, there's too much pressure to go fast. I would just be like, I can't do it.
Yeah, because I mean, you just think, like, if they get, like, to swim fast, you have to elongate your body, right? You have to have your whole, you know, you have to be kicking and everything. Like, just think, like, if you're not far enough ahead and they just clip your foot, like,
I would just be.
have fun
I
with
wouldn't
that.
like focus on form though. I'd be frantically like, trying
like
to
you'd
get
almost
out.
like you'd almost like not trust it. I think it's human nature, like get on your back kind of and like kind of backstroke away so you can see how close.
Oh,
it
that's
is.
true, right? You want to see
It's
what's
like,
going on.
just think about like somebody like chasing you in like a game of tag in the pool, and how much you're like, oh my gosh, like don't touch me type of thing. I don't know. That'd be creepy. That'd be freaky.
So if you had an AR, you would just shoot it then.
If they were attacking me, yes.
It's the most absurd situation I've ever heard.
Yeah. The mama bear is putting the baby bear in danger. Come on, we're gonna take on this submarine, this nuclear. Also, why is it a nuclear submarine? Are they trying to stop the submarine or something? Maybe the bears are
I don't know
heroes.
why. It's the bears are in the ocean. Swim out there.
Yes. But yes,
Man.
tell us in the comments what you think of this news article. Do you believe it? Don't you believe it? What would you do?
It's real. It's real. This is the Washington Post.
Reporting on a Russian thing, on a Russian like, hey, in other news. It's like, what do you think Russia is like? Dog on the loose in local neighborhood bites, you know, small child. Russia's not talking. Oh, did you hear about what happened in Nebraska?
Yeah, so this is like common occurrence probably in Russia. They probably have training on this.
Yeah, like the damn bears. Those nuclear submarine seeking bears.
They're probably
Like, that's-
trained by the Russian government.
The Russians that are on those submarines, they're not even worried about what's on the submarine or other people. They're like worried about, oh, geez, I really hope that those bears don't find us, man. I'm worried.
Oh my god, I'm glad I found that.
Wow.
All right, how about this one? Naked mole rats kidnap each other's babies and turn them into slaves.
All right, what the hell is this?
It's just the wording of the headlines.
There is no way any of this is even remotely true now.
It's true.
There is no way.
I will show you this article.
Please do. I will. I still think it's not a parody. What is it? A satire.
Now it's
a
real.
satirical thing.
It turns out these highly social freaks of nature have a nasty little secret that makes them more supervillain than superhero.
A nasty little secret. the 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 mole rats know what they're doing is wrong, so they're trying to hide their intentions. But they got found out, gotcha journalism style.
Oh my god, this article.
They're conscious enough of their own actions being immoral and just wrong.
For a while, inbreeding was thought to play a role in the staggering size of naked mole rat colonies, but this has since been shown unlikely. This looks true to me, man.
I don't know about that.
I just love the that sentence. Okay, now so it's not Washington Post, it's Live Science.
It's live science.
So the way this sentence sounds, it's like the tagline for a new TV show or like it's something like that. But it turns out these highly social freaks of nature have a nasty little secret that makes them more supervillain than superhero.
What the hell? Who comes up with this stuff?
I mean, that's great writing right there. That is Pulitzer Prize winning.
These nasty little freaks of nature have a dirty little secret.
No. These highly social freaks of nature have a nasty little secret. Get it right.
I see. Is there much of a
All
difference
right.
between
I
the
think
two?
that's a bit more important to discuss than
the
nuclear submarine seeking bears.
Yeah. Oh, you think that this one outdoes the bears?
Yeah, I mean these are slave owning mole rats.
Do they not know? Is this in America too?
No, I don't know. I don't think. Are there mole rats in America?
I have no idea. I mean, there was one in Rufus in Kim Possible.
That's
You'll
true.
never look at him
and
the same.
That was set in America.
Yeah.
This is in Kenya, okay?
Okay. I mean,
there was no slaves ever in Kenya.
I think slavery is bad anywhere, but I don't know the rules in Kenya, so I don't know if that's.
What do you mean you don't know the rules? There shouldn't be any slaves there.
There shouldn't be. I'm not saying that there should be, but I don't know that that's illegal.
There's no way in 2020 that there's still slaves like that.
Well, I don't know.
I guess we're too ignorant to even be talking about this.
I was like, I'm not gonna hitch my wagon to it being for sure not a thing. I mean, I'd be surprised if there were,
so we didn't bring race into this. First of all, they labeled them as slaves.
They did. We did not bring
the kidnapping, the baby mole rats.
The kidnapping, yes, and they what are they even doing? Like, how does one force it? What tasks do they have to do? Gather food? Like, you have to do that anyways to survive.
So there's only one queen that gets to reproduce. She claims her throne through a murderous battle for dominance.
Wow. So they have a very social structure in terms of their community.
Man, I didn't know this about naked mole rats. I knew they were pretty ugly.
Well, now you know that they have a nasty little secret too.
And they're more supervillain than superhero.
And we've got it all figured out.
We do. I think we're learning a lot on this podcast.
Yeah, maybe we just turn this into a nature show. We've got bears.
Not just bears. Russian.
No, I know. Well, you didn't let me finish. I said you've got bears, but we're teaching people that there's some bears in Russia that seek out nuclear submarines.
I don't understand why. I'm not going to question why. I think it's important to discuss it, and
I think it is too. I think it's. I mean, what are you going to do? Fight nature? You can't. If that's just how they are, that's just how they are.
I think we'll end this episode on that note.
Yeah, hey, you know what? If you guys have any more fun facts about animals or nature or anything, please drop it below and we'll discuss it. As absurd as you might think it sounds, we'll question if it's real.
We'll discuss it, but we won't do anything about it.
Yeah, we won't do anything about it.
Especially with the love child of Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty. That was apparently a secret for years.
Yeah, that's DEFCON 5 or whatever the highest thing on that is. That's the top.
That's when you become president and they hand you the UFO files. That's the first thing that comes up.
Is this about Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty's unborn child? Is
Not
this
Area
what it is?
51.
No. I'm like, what is it? Where is it? Where?
All right, I think that's good.
All right.
This was a fun episode, so we'll
was.
try to plan it out a bit better next time.
Yeah, and we'll try to have better talking points, and hopefully we have new funny stories to come up with. And
Funny. Why do you think we're funny? We're not funny.
I don't know. I understand. All right, funny to us. Maybe other people.
Funny
think
to
we're
us.
Stupid.
The things that make us laugh, inside jokes, basically.
We're a couple. The two of us. We're like a couple of the funniest people I know.
I don't disagree.
All right, there you go. Just need to have a few more people.
At
agree,
least
hopefully.
the top two, at least.
At least.
But yeah. So there we go. That's it. We'll talk to you next time, I guess.
Yeah. Hit the intro or the exit music once we have it.
Do we have exit music?
We used to, I thought. We'll see.
Eventually, I don't even know how this show goes anymore. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No. We'll ask the naked mole rats. Maybe that's one of their secrets.
All right.
Anyways, all right. Well, thanks everybody, and thanks for tuning in. And until next time,
Greasy Monkey Show, forever.
Bye.